Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Spirit Defender. I am your host, Mark Birkin. You may ask yourself, what is Spirit Defender? Spirit Defender pretty much pivots around this verse, and it is written in 1 Corinthians chapter 12. Now, about spiritual gifts, brothers, I do not want you to be ignorant. Basically, this is about you not being ignorant or anybody else not being ignorant about spiritual gifts that are written in the Bible. About 78% of American population considers themselves Christian. And I could be wrong about this percentage, but about 15% of those 78% practice or they believe experienced charisma, Holy Spirit being manifested in them. So basically, what I am here for is to enlighten those who do not know, help those who are seeking to understand. Basically, this is a discipleship, or I don't want to say this is that is discipleship, but it is part of the discipleship for those who seek to understand God in you. Because Christ is in you, many times Apostle Paul says, you are the new creation. Everybody believes that the Holy Spirit lives in us. But yet not everybody thinks that He manifests. He uses supernatural things through us to deliver gifts or to deliver messages, to deliver power of God through you or through us. I'm going to be using many philosophers to help me decipher many things as you can see, I am not alone in this. I want to use many references, many ministries who know what they're talking about. It is not just I who voice my opinion, but this is those who have voiced their opinion, and not only voiced their opinion from a knowledge point of view, from epistemological or logical point of view, such as William Lane Craig, J.P. Moreland, but also those who have done ministry using the supernatural, such ministries as John G. Lake Ministries. Gary Blake is the one who leads that. There's Joe Fanero, who leads Dominion Ministries. There is Mike Cannell, a very good guy from New Zealand, actually. Yes, he's from New Zealand. So there are many people out there who not only teach this, that this is true, that this is according to the Bible, that this is the truth, but also those who experienced it, use it in their life. So hopefully this will help you understand. Just to name a few things that we are going to be touching on. We're going to be touching on things like what was lost when God created you, right? When He created you in His own image. What does that mean? And what does it mean that you walked away from God or something was lost, something died in you, right? It said in Genesis that you were created in His likeness and His image. Those are some of the things we're going to try to jump into and try to understand what was lost, what is the Spirit. Then we're going to jump into what is the nature of man. Some think that we are, as you call it, we have body, soul, and spirit. Some say there is only two things. There is only a spiritual essence, and there is a material essence in us. Some only state that there is only a material essence in us. There is no such thing as a spirit. So we're going to jump into that, try to decipher what does that mean, how does that deal with the Spirit living in you, how does that deal with Holy Spirit manifesting Himself through us. We're also going to jump into things like the origin of the sin. What is sin? What exactly is it? What is salvation? What is God saving us from? Because we know that there is in us, that is the old self, as Apostle Paul calls it, that we fight, which is the new creation in us, and we try to battle it out somehow. But what does it truly mean? What does that logically mean? What is epistemological? What does that mean? A good guy to help understand that is William Lane Craig. He's a really good philosopher. He's a very good theologian. He's not an Old Testament theologian, but he's a New Testament theologian, and he is great. He's an awesome researcher. He finds great resources. So if you want to watch his. I do want to, in a way, advertise his class. It's called Defenders class. If you just type in his name in Google, William Lane Craig Defenders, you will find him. Very excellent course. He's been doing it for, I think he said it for 3.5 years. So it's a great amount of wealth of knowledge to understand spiritual, properly understanding theology, in a way systematically understanding what is going on in the Bible, what are the epistles talk about, and how do you properly systematize everything together. He talks about a lot of doctrinal, historical doctrinal views that the church went through, and it's very good, very excellent information. We're going to get into such things as who is God. Going to get into Unitarian view, there's Binitarian view, Trinitarian view. Which one makes sense? Unitarian only says that there is only one God, there is no Jesus as being a God. You're going to get into modalisms, a lot of philosophical ideas or doctrines that the church went through, and trying to decipher through a lot of them and trying to understand them. Take some time. So we're going to take some time to explore those ideas with the help again from a lot of philosophers, a lot of theologians out there to help us understand some of those things. They deal specifically with spiritual gifts. We're going to get into a little bit of Holy Spirit. What is His work in us? How does He work through us? How does He communicate with us? How did God the Father communicate with Jesus? How does God the Father or the Holy Spirit talk to us? What are the techniques, what are the processes, what's going on in our own mind that we should see, we should hear, we should visualize there? As it says, you will have trances that you're awake, you can have dreams, you can have the inner voice, the outer voice. What are those things in your head, in your mind? Because that's the confusing part in today's world. That was the confusing part with me. It's like, is it just me thinking, or is it God talking to me? How do you separate those things? How do you tell them apart? What is supernatural healing? That is, how do I approach it? Is it just by faith? Is there more to it? Does it deal with hope? How does it tie in with faith? A lot of these things do play a big role in our maturity, trying to truly understand who God is. So those are a few things just to open up a dialogue, open up some interest, open up some maybe even conflicts between views of those who said. If you're interested, continue to watch this video series. As we continue through this video series, I'm going to call it, as I already stated it, Spirit Defender, where I defend that today spiritual gifts are true, they are real, and doctrinally we're going to go through it and help you, those who are interested, those who are seeking it, and those who are simply maybe just looking to refute it. I don't care. Bring it all up over here. You can write emails, comment, wherever. I'm going to post those on YouTube, on Facebook. Please do. This is going to be more community based. I am going to try to get other people involved in it, meaning those who have a lot more authority in it, I should say, who walk in it in a bigger way than I do. I approached it from a lot of from theological, from theoretical point of view. I also will share my own experience, what I've experienced, where I have failed. For instance, I've prayed for my son's hearing to be restored. It has not been, but yet I prayed for other things, for some bones to be healed, for some sicknesses to be healed, and they were healed instantly. Some took a day, some took 2 days, some took 6 months to heal. But they did happen. It did come true. So, stay tuned, guys. Until then, see you guys later. Take care. Spirit Defender out.